Today's video is a little bit different, and it comes from the recent Jiu-Jitsu camp that I had. So I have camps at my gym every so often where I invite people from, wherever, on the internet basically. Usually it's the people that are on my email list to come and train with me at my gym with me and my students. And so we had, I think, about 26 people this weekend come in and train and hang out. And one of the things that I like doing is having them do some breathing exercises and some ice baths at the end of the camp. Now, to you real quick, before I continue in the video, what I want you to do is I want you to take your hand and put it into your stomach, right here, touch your stomach. And what I want you to do then is I want you to breathe. And I want you to basically breathe out against the fingers. So when you breathe, you should be able to open and expand your stomach, right? Now, if you're breathing, and you notice for whatever reason that as you breathe, it all is up here, opposed to being able to breathe down here, then there's a problem, right? And that was one of the things that happened this past weekend was these guys were breathing, and there was a few people that could not breathe into their stomach. And I was trying to get them to cue them to breathe into their stomach, and they couldn't get it to happen. So I took one of them and showed them an exercise that I'm gonna get ready to show you guys in a second to help get that ability to tune into that, to be more receptive to it and to breathe into your stomach. Now, the exercise we're doing is called 90-90 breathing. It has a lot of implications. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. We're gonna do a very simple version. And again, this video is for anybody that cannot breathe into their stomach. Now, why would you want to breathe into your stomach opposed to breathing into your chest? Well, breathing into your chest is fine, and we do it a lot of times when we're rolling, right? In the middle of a roll where we're trying to offload CO2 because we're going so hard, you're going to be mouth breathing, right? But when we're at rest, we should be able to breathe very deep into our stomach, right? A lot of the gas exchange happens down in the lower parts of the lungs, and our diaphragm, we want it to be able to fully expand, right? Opposed to what happens is a lot of people with a lot of bad posture cannot breathe like that, because when they do, like if they're kind of rounded here from typing at a computer or doing jiu-jitsu or whatever, when they try to take a deep breath, it's kind of hard to breathe through like that, right? But at rest, we should be able to have good posture, breathe in and out of our nose, deep into our stomach. And again, there's a lot of benefits to that. I'm not gonna go through it in the video. You can look it up if you want to. But if you cannot sit here right now and breathe into your stomach, then watch the rest of the video and then go try this out. And if you ever find someone that cannot do this, then watch the video and share this with them at some point. So with that said, let me show you the exercise called 90-90 breathing. So we're gonna set up against the wall here. We're gonna do this exercise. There's a lot of different ways to do this, and there's a lot of different little adjustments you can make. This breathing can be used for bracing, for lifting and everything else. We're not really worried about that right now. What I'm trying to do is basically, if for some reason, if you feel like you can't breathe into your stomach, like deep in here, then this will help you out. So again, yesterday at the camp, when I was doing this, I was watching the guys around, and some of them were having trouble breathing into their stomach. So I took one of the guys that was having trouble and I brought him on the wall. Now, here's what we're gonna do. This is typically called 90-90 breathing. So from here, we're gonna get our legs at like a roughly a 90-degree angle, right? And then we're gonna lay down. Now, you're gonna just engage your hamstrings a little bit. And what you're doing is you're just bringing you're engaging your hamstrings here and just it's essentially tilting your pelvis, and you're forcing your back flat on the ground. So a lot of times people's backs will have that little gap there. We want to get rid of that gap by simply pulling our hamstrings down. Now, from here, try to start by making sure that your lower stomach is nice and soft, right? So if you're here and you feel like your abs are engaged, try to relax those, because we want to keep all the musculature in the stomach to be relaxed this way, to allow the diaphragm to fully expand out. Again, if we're really tense, it can be difficult to do that at first. So right now, we're going to keep everything nice and relaxed. Now, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to blow all the air out. And when you blow out, you're going to do it with pursed lips, as if you were blowing up a balloon. And in some cases, like PTs and stuff will actually have people hold a balloon and blow it up. So it's going to be in through the nose, out through the mouth, like you're blowing up a balloon. So we're here, we're engaging everything, getting relaxed. Now, I like to place one hand on my stomach, one hand on my chest. And what you want to have happen is you want the hand to raise up, that's on your stomach first, and then you'll feel like this wave coming up through your chest, and then after your chest fills up, you'll kind of feel your back expand, and then as you're blowing out, back down in that sort of reverse direction. So And in between, make sure again that your stomach is staying nice and relaxed. And the trouble that was happening yesterday was when we were doing this, as the guy was breathing, here's what his breath looked like. Right here. So this is pretty common with people, right? They'll breathe up in their chest. And if you have trouble with this, again, I like to touch people's stomach and lay something down there. Damn, flies around here. From here, and then again, try to tell them to push the hand here forward, not like tensing up, but as you're breathing through your nose. Okay, so that's the idea, 90-90 breathing. It's a super simple exercise, but if you're someone that's having trouble just breathing regularly into your stomach, so for instance, if we're just sitting here, we should be able to sit there and breathe all the way in. It shouldn't be something that we can only do on the wall, but this can help train you how to basically engage that part of your breathing and try to engage your diaphragm the way that it should be able to do. And again, we have trouble with that because of posture and for other related issues. And so simple exercise, and it has a lot of implications again to bracing with lifting and also jiu-jitsu when you're trying to get a good breath and things like that in. A lot of times if I'm taking a deep breath, it's and again, that's a deep stomach breath all the way down there where the diaphragm can fully expand, everything else. So again, 90-90 breathing, super simple diaphragmatic breathing exercise. Give it a try if you cannot get that stomach to pooch out a little bit when you're breathing at rest, and I'll talk to you next time.